is able to use AI to upgrade or to create content or to better their learning experience or teaching experience. How they
Absolutely.
people can use AI who is not very tech savvy.
A lot of people are very resistant to new technologies coming in, right? Conversely, the technologies that are coming in are sometimes pretty complex to understand and to use, right? It's very tricky for me as a tech creator to introduce teachers to a VR paradigm, get them how to use the headset, and then get them to see if they can adapt their own, course structures and pedagogy into the virtual immersive environment that I'm talking about. It's a very tricky process. We have to guide them throughout the entire way. With AI, that entire technology is now put straight into the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, with AI, it's a very natural way of talking. You're just asking it questions like you'd ask anybody
In
questions
vernacular languages.
in
Yes.
any language, right? So technology should always be at the background of these interactions, not at the forefront. Recently, Bill Gates said that the entire profession of teaching is going to be obsolete in the next 5 to 10 years. And I'm very fond of saying it that, listen, at the ultimate level, I want to put teachers out of a job.
But here we are,
No, of course, it wouldn't come out to that. What
we need to empower ourselves.
exactly. Like, see, the thing is that even with AI across every profession, right? What's happening is a kind of shape up or shape out kind of attitude.
Yes.
That the ones who are using AI will get ahead. The ones who are still in their old stuff will find their own niches, but it's going to be increasingly difficult as we move towards a more AI-driven society, right? So it's a tricky issue, right? Because what happens is that AI agents, like can be created for a vast variety of things. My special focus and interest at the moment is to create AI teaching assistants who are assisting teachers
Wow.
in helping teach people more effectively. Right?
And those assistants will be able, it's helping us in all the challenges we face, for example, grading,
Exactly.
evaluation, monitoring, and
Absolutely.
activity-based creations and so on.
Everything that we've discussed so far. It's a very interesting thing to be able to create multiple sort of personas in a sense.
Is it possible, very on a low budget thing? Low budget
I've
means,
done it on zero budget with open source. So yes, it's absolutely possible.
wow.
You know?
It's like the local machines and the low bandwidth and
Yeah.
it's
See,
possible.
ultimately, you don't want this to be a little walled garden, ivory tower kind of situation where the technology and these paradigms are only accessible to a very few people, and those who've got like high bandwidth or those who've got like cool smartphones and stuff. Eventually, if the technology itself is not capable of being used by everybody, then it's a failure in my eyes. Right?
If it's not reaching to masses,
Yeah.
it is failure.
It's a failure. And the bigger majority, the people who we're talking about, the educators we're talking about, are not the really good educators that we find in an IIT or an NIT or places like that. Right? They're the guys who are sitting in these small government schools, getting paid 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees a month, looking for ways to actually earn more money or make it easier for them to actually do their job better and more efficiently using this kind of technology. This is where the tech will be of most effect, right? Eventually, I would also like to build in parallel spaces or platforms or paradigms which function as teachers for students.
Okay.
To those students who don't have access to teachers.
It's like digital avatar.
Yeah, a digital avatar or a little person who talks to you, on your phone screen and is fed with all the data that you need for your class 5 education, your entire curriculum, all subjects, right? And it's just functioning as your all the time assistant or
24
teacher.
hours 7 available.
24/7 available. There's no need to go to a classroom or anything. So I'm also like very much in favor of the interpersonal interaction and social interaction that happens inside classrooms, right? But see, at the core of it, you need to teach people effectively.
Yes.
And you need to teach a vast number of them effectively, right? Technology is a very elegant solution to that. But how you use the technology, right, as a technology creator is also a very critical aspect of it.
How to reach masses, how to tackle or combat the challenge they are facing in the remotest area of our country.
And the best technology is one that you are not even aware that you're using. You know? The best technology is one that's completely in the background. It's just doing its function and letting you become more powerful
More
as a
powerful.
consequence.